Oh, no way. It says it looks like it's been deleted on Facebook. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's deleted on Facebook. Wait, it looks like the stream was deleted. Let me see. Okay. Oops. Okay, I think that we should be going live. There was just a little hiccup that it said that it wanted to, that it looked like it was deleted on Facebook. It did say, I did get a message that Facebook had said that it was not, you know, they keep the videos on there for 30 days. And then I got a message. Yeah,
but you can download them. By the way, you should be able to download them.
They're downloaded on my StreamYard, so I'm not too worried. So I had to delete Facebook today but that's okay. Just
wait,
okay.
You deleted Facebook?
No, I deleted my the stream to Facebook.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on in our world, and welcome everybody. Today is the, well, let me see, is it the 3rd of May? Can you believe that? 3rd of May.
I cannot. It's like the whole daggum first quarter of the year is gone.
I know. Somewhere. I know. So
it's crazy.
It got a little cooler, but it's supposed to get a little warmer tomorrow. So I cleaned off the sun porch again, and I am taking my one little Janome down, and I'm just going to do some mindless sewing tomorrow. So let's see. Well, Katie, you want to say hi to everybody for us?
Hey, everyone. I hope everybody's been having a great week. Well, today's the first day of the week. No, second day of the week. Sorry. Sunday's the first day of the week. But anyway, I hope everybody's had a good start to the week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. As you know, you guys, today's Sunday. See? I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's okay. It is Sunday.
It's Sunday, the first day of the week, not the second day of the week. Sorry. Anyhow, I'm okay. I didn't do a live yesterday because I'm having so much trouble with my.
Are your eyes still bothering you?
They are. They're not as bad as it was. Yes, they're not as bad as yesterday or the day before, but it's still aggravating me.
Is it strained, eye strain, or is it you think it's allergy?
No, exactly. They are. You probably can see they look a little weird color. Probably because I've been rubbing them a little bit. Looks like I have eye makeup on when I don't. They're sore, and it feels like I got sand in my eyeballs.
It sounds like allergy. It does, because they'll get like that, and they'll get discolored at times too.
Yeah. So, and when I first woke up yesterday morning, I couldn't see anything. It was like blind for about 30 minutes. All I could see was this white,
Oh, man. Well, it looks
anyway, I'm okay. I got some sleep.
Well, Cindy came in, and Joe. Then you saw
lots of people in here. Yeah, we have Zaza and Mona and Joe and Debs. Welcome. Hello, Lisa. Welcome.
Hi, Lisa.
We got Katy Crafts in here. It's good to see you also. Did I miss him?
And Lee. Yep. I said.
And I think Lee. Yeah, Lee's in here. Yep.
I think what I'm going to end up doing today too is just recapping a little bit on maybe when I square a block up to show it again, and that, like, if we do a half square triangle in that, because a few had a question on what were they doing different, and I thought, okay, I'll show, because you kind of skip over some of that sometimes. But I will recap. We're going to end up being, I'll show you how to do the 4 at a time flying geese. I'm going to probably do it on a sample. I have a sample done up so that I can do it, and then I can do it again on the block that I'm going to do, but I'm going to use the size. It's the same size, you know, the block, finished block or unfinished 6.5. But I change up my squares a little bit. I'll show you. They always have a weird number with the flying geese that this isn't the number, but I'll just say they'll either have a 7/8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I always go up to the next 8th, which ends up making it either the 3/4 or a quarter. I go up that because I don't like messing with 8s, and it gives me more grace to play with.
Yeah, let you you can trim down when easier, basically.
That's what I do. So, but I'll go over that when it said, hey, if anybody has any channels.
Hi, Rebecca. If you want to get in with the chat on everyone else, hop over to the horizontal live. We got some people over in the.
Okay. Yeah, if you have a channel and you want to drop it, go ahead and drop it by typing share, SHARE. And let me see. I guess that today we're going to go with block 42. It's called the Braised Star. This should only, this is going to only last for a few minutes. And let me see. I'm going to turn around. You got to find where I put my stuff.
I'll find it in my house. I'm dying in here because it feels like a sauna.
You can't open the door because
I got the door cracked. I'm a little leery about opening it all the way up because it'll drop the temperature on the floor fast, and then I'll have the boiler running.
Yeah.
And it's not quite warm enough to open this side, windows on this side of the house. That's why I haven't opened any on this side yet, because it's still a little bit too chilly. I've learned the hard way about doing that. There's actually a door over here I could crack, but like I said, it'll drop the temperature in here too fast because it's on the north side of the house.
Nina's in here. Oh,
hi, Nina.
Mona, all you have to do is do share. You don't have to do the exclamation.
Congratulations on 800, says Mona. That's right. You're getting closer. You're getting closer.
Well, thank you. And I didn't even, I mean, I looked last week, but I hadn't noticed that I got into another whole number. So that's great. Thank you, everyone.
Outstanding news.
And Laura Lee's in here. Hi, Laura Lee.
Hi, Laura Lee. It's good to see you.
Looks like it worked this time.
Yep.
I'm checking it out.
It's sharing her channel now. Yep, it's doing it. Just type share if you want to share your channel for you creators.
Yeah. Anything you got, if you got something special that's going on or anything like that, you can drop it and you can put the information in too. Like if Katie does, she can type it in. Or
we have a few that we put in the bot. I don't remember who all we put in the bot.
Well, I know Danny's in and Mona's in.
Yeah.
Mona, you could just Mona, you're gonna come up
Mona, I think. Let me look and see. Yeah, hey, we haven't tested this out. Let's see if everything's working.
Hi, Gladys.
Mona in. Let's see if that one works.
And the Nightbot should put her in every so often.
Yep. Look. And then let me check mine. Ooh. Yeah, because we put someone.
Let's see. Somebody else put their name in.
I don't think who else we put in the bot.
Put your name in. Because did we do it to where all they had to do is put their name?
Well, some of them could do their. I think we still was working on that. We haven't got everybody's in there yet. But if the exclamation with your first name doesn't work, just type share.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrea.
Yeah, you can type share. And it's the little things that make us happy.
Oh, yes. Hey,
Yeah,
whatever works, right?
we worked on this. I'm seeing if anybody's is coming up. It looks like you have
Hello,
to do
Miss
share.
Kay Dammit. Welcome, welcome.
You have to do share.
Yeah,
I'll put some of you that are on all the time. I'll get you in there for just your name too.
Yeah, we were still working on the bot. We haven't finished it. Hi, Annette. It's good to see you.
Yes, nice to see you. She's always so happy. Annette is. So, and Andrea, she's in here. Welcome. Well, should we get started?
Yeah,
Remember,
let's do this.
It's just share.
Yeah, no exclamation for
Right.
just share.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over and see if how the camera does.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Take my mug off. Put me back in the corner.
I'll take mine off too. Okay, now if it bothers you having this, I don't have to have. I'm going to take that off. The comments there. Okay, and I'm going to try to get I'm going to raise this a little bit. I don't think you guys can see that real well, though. Well, anyhow, this is the braised star right here. Let me take it off the stand, bring it a little closer, see if you can see it. Okay. And then the directions, it's on page 84 and 85. I'll put this back up here, and I'll probably need to move the camera just a hair down closer this way. Sometimes you just got to fine tune things.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bring you all, I won't see the chat, but I'm going to bring you all to the big screen so I can see what you're seeing. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Okay, so it gives us info on page 84. I hope everyone's doing good with their blocks and that, and it's going well for them. This one says to press the seams open after each step. They give us the cutting directions, and I believe this has 3 different colored fabrics. Which one did I choose? Yeah. And then your background. This, you can't see this in very well, but this one is one of my 3. I just got it prepared for my to do my 4 at a time triangles. Half square triangles, I guess I should say. And these are my other little bits.
Which
one
were you working on?
Block 42, braised star.
Okay, yeah, because that's where I am right now.
Okay. They want us to do they say to do a diamond in a square method by sewing the 4. Let me see. I got to make sure I get this by E. I have my number wrong on this one. Let's see, by my E8. Okay, which is this one. And I believe I sew these on.
Mona says she's going to stay vertical. She closed the other one.
Onto the 2.5. So the 4, 1.
And someone came, Nina said that her Alice book arrived and now she can finally follow along. That's good news.
That's good. Okay, to do, I figured it out. I had my number wrong that I had done for my label and it threw me off. So what we're working on is the center part. This part here is the first part. That's the diamond in the square. If you need to know diamond in the square, the page on how to do it is on page 66 in your book. But I'm going to show you. So I'm going to take this. And what I do is I go ahead and I mark my little diagonal so I can see. And I'm not sure, did they say to do a scant with this?
I don't know.
They
I'm
always
just doing
say
it my
something.
way.
I'm not gonna. Okay. I get my glue pen because sometimes I like to use a glue pen.
Yep, same here.
Yep. And if you want to, the reason for the glue pen is that you can put a little bit dab right there in the corner and it'll hold your piece in place
I'm gonna need these juices
while you sew it.
How
Okay,
much
so
is the
I'm
book?
gonna do this. Yeah.
If you buy it on Amazon, it's around $15, unless it's gone up. I'll go look. Let me go verify before I open my mouth. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, they may have changed it now.
Because it may have changed for all I know. Let me look, okay? I'll let you know in just a second.
So I have done it this way. I'm going to put both of these corners on first, okay? You want to go right like alongside of that line. That way you have enough fabric that when you flip it.
It went up.
Yeah, because we have the demand.
Oh, it went up to $24.93.
Wow.
That's a big jump. Let me see how much it is on FQS.
Yeah.
Because someone said that they saw that on sale there, but that don't mean it stayed on there. So I paid $15 on Amazon for mine.
Yeah, I did too. Okay, I put my other one opposite corner and I'll follow along that line again. My arm will be in the way once in a while I get my presser foot put down, but I'll try to move it out of the way.
It's $25.48 on, and they're out of stock right now. So Amazon's got it in stock. Let me see how long this link is.
Press these.
Wait a minute. Let me do something real quick. I might find it cheaper on Amazon.
Okay.
Alice Wonderland.
I'm waiting for a second just to get my iron heated up, but I'll press these down then. And then I can take and cut with my scissors a 1/4 inch seam. In fact, I could do that while I'm waiting. I like to have the fabric on the back a lot of times because I think it gives more stability before when I press it. Okay.
Yeah, it's $24.93.
It's demand. What did they say?
It must be because so many people are buying it, I guess.
Yeah. Now I'll take these other two and I'll do the same thing with that. My diagonal is going this way in case you can't see. If I need to move my camera at a different angle, let Katie know and I'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one on too. Okay, Nina says she paid $30 including shipping.
I don't think I paid shipping on mine because I had Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
SK Damage says, I saw on another channel the fabrics are $450. Is that right? If it's Liberty, probably.
Yeah. I petted Liberty fabric before.
Yeah.
I
can't believe Amazon gets so greedy as to jack up the price of the book because people are buying it.
Oh, that's what companies do. So this gets pressed also, and then I'll cut this off like this one. And that is all there is to doing it's called either, well, I guess it's diamond in a square, because square and squares, when you do a square within a square, meaning there would be another round, I think. So I just take my little scissors, and if you want, you can, if you have anything that's over the edge and you think you need to trim it, you can I don't think I need to trim it, but I have a little block one, little 2.5 inch ruler, and you can.
Since you got it on Kindle for $14.99.
Ooh.
But it's $7. Looks like it's up to $17.63 too. So,
wow.
If I understand what she just wrote,
I think that one's one that you would probably want the book. It would be harder to follow.
Yeah, I prefer paper.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the diamond in the square. We have that done. Okay. And if you need to trim it down evenly to what they say to have it, you can. Now the next thing we're going to do is the 4 at a time half square triangle method. And they said to take a 4.5. Whoops, I'm giving the measurements out. Sorry. And E1 square and a white one together with 4 and 1 at a time, quarter square. Okay, let me see. I gotta make sure I got my right numbers again. I gotta get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
E1. How I can tell which one is E1 would be my red. Is what I represented. We did this, so now we're going to do this. We're not going to do this. We're going to do this. I better get the right ones. I want to make sure, do I do both of them? Yes. So we end up having 2 of our fabrics. Okay. And this is with the background and your color. And then this one is with the color and color. So see how I have this in together with this? Mm-hmm. And then this is my background and this is the other color. Now to do 4 at a time, you're going to go around and sew around the perimeter of your square, okay? And you can do that on both squares. And then I just do an X because this is where I'll cut. So I've already done the sewing ahead of time, and now I will trim these. Let me get my rotary mat. In my little ruler. I got a new mat. New pink mat. Mine was worn out. I was going to ask, what do you do with your old one? Well, I'm using it as a turntable now, which works good. I'm just moving this up. Okay, so I'm cutting this. I will do the exact same thing with this. But what I'll do is they want us to press the seams open. So these will end up being pressed open. And then I'll show you how to square them up. But I might as well go ahead and trim this one too.
Hey, ACFLA. And hello there, Happy. She says, sorry I'm late. You're never late.
No.
We're still, as long as we're going, you're not late. Katie says, I use my old mat for crafts, and for the bottom of totes has to give them some strength.
It was this mat I had to replace. I had worn out the center part. Let me press these open. And while I'm pressing them open, I am going to put it on so you can see Katie too. Katie too. There's Mona too. and that and what she's doing. So yeah, I'm just going to press these seams open, and then I'll show you again on the squaring up. Jean, hi Jean.
Hi Jean. I didn't see her up there. My bad.
Yeah, I have my phone over here that when I press, I can see the chat. And it looks like I don't remember Ace being in here before, so welcome.
Who?
Ace Flat.
No, Ace is from Tuber Chat.
Ah, well, welcome.
That's how I met him or her. I'm not sure.
Anybody sewing today?
Yeah, are you guys sewing? Let us know.
Even if you're not sewing this, you're listening in.
Hello, Geraldine. It's good to see you also. It's been a while since I've seen you, Geraldine.
Okay.
She's ACFL said, well, actually, I'm making my 99th video. Wow. Congratulations.
Wow. That is.
That's awesome.
That's a good milestone.
And a very good milestone. Laura Lee says, I'm making teddy bears. Happy says, I just made grilled cheese sandwiches and a sweet potato for late lunch.
I had chicken salad on a croissant. We bought croissants at the store, and we can get chicken salad. It's really good. So, yep, that's what we had. I ate half of it. I'll probably eat the other half later. So you're making teddy bears. Are they like memory bears or just out of clothing from people, or are they just cute little teddy bears? Okay. I got this done.
Happy says it sounds good, Sherry.
It was. Okay, I'll move you back over so I can show you how to, again, we'll go over the squaring up a block. Okay. I have more than, excuse me. I have more than one type of ruler, but if it was just me doing it, I would probably use my block lock. But majority may not have a block lock, so I want to use a regular ruler, and I like this one.
Mona says she's going back to lurking.
Okay, take it easy.
And
This is-
then Marley says, yes, but I use designer fabric like K for Tula. I am making one with Route 66 fabric today. And then
Ooh.
Lisa says, Katie, would you maybe still have the link to the correction for Alice? Hang on, let me see if I can locate it. Give me a minute. I'll
Okay,
go find it.
while you're looking, I'll explain this block to them. Okay, I'm going to tell you the measurement off of this so that only so you know, it's 2.5 inch is what I want. There's a diagonal line that runs here. It's 45-degree line. My one is on the upper right-hand corner. If you're left-handed, it'll be on your left-hand side, but you can follow the same thing. And you would have your diagonal going probably this way. So I am making sure that since I know that it has to be 2.5, I am making sure that I have enough on both sides to do what I need to trim off. I can slide it up or down if I needed to. But if I take all from one side, I may end up with a square corner down here. So it's better to kind of share.
Okay, this link is for both the downloads. It's for the templates and for the correction stuff.
And now I can put this back on. Wow, I didn't take much off of that. I must have not had that. Okay. So that's one of them.
We'll just make sure this link works.
If she got the newer book, it should be good. The corrections should have already been made by the publisher. I like using a rotating mat or a mat that you can rotate. You know, even if you have a small mat, you can rotate that, which I'll show you which one I'm talking about. See, I have a mat like this, so I can actually rotate it to do my trimming. I like these two colors together. Let's see. Lisa says, thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Happy says, thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Okay. Whoops. So by lining that up, it keeps all these points in good shape. And let's see, got a few. This is what takes a while is to do the trimming, but hey, you're getting refreshed here.
Ace,
Okay.
you're welcome to share your channel if you wish by typing share.
It's always good to have a nice sharp rotary blade.
Yep.
And they're having me do a lot of triangles here.
Happy says need to get with it and start making videos.
Okay. I'm just lining it back up again. I have a mess here. I better get my little garbage can over this way. Probably do me more good. Okay. Now, let me see. Did I trim? I trimmed these. So I have three more to trim. I ordered off of eBay. First of all, I ordered an embellisher, what they call it, an embellisher or a felting machine. They don't make them anymore. What they're doing now is most of the companies will have a foot and a plate that you can do it on your sewing machines, like Janome and all them. Well, I bought one and I liked it, but then I started thinking, doggone, kind of would like to have one that I could just set up, and whenever I want to felt something together, I can do it.
Yep.
So it's supposed to come Friday, so it's used, but it doesn't matter. Not much can break on those, other than the needles. Okay, we're getting there. I think these are little rabbits that multiplied.
These hourglass blocks I'm making are going to be super cute, I think.
Oh, I hope I did this. Ah! Let me see.
They're calling them quarter squares, but those are not quarter squares.
You know what?
Quarter triangles. Well, they are if you're sewing 4 quarter triangles together, I guess.
I just got done trimming, and I wonder if I should have not trimmed this before I put those together.
Crap.
Yeah. So I am going to do this. Hopefully it turns out right. That's what happens when you not been away for 4 weeks.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to take some time off, just saying.
Yeah. I had with these, when you're doing those, bless you, you don't have to trim ahead of time, then you can trim after. So, but I should be good. Let's hope. If not, we'll just.
Hello, Donnell.
Hi, Donnell. So anyhow, it says the 4 at a time, you're supposed to sew them together, the 2 squares, the one background with fabric, and then the 2 fabrics together. It says, and yeah, repeat with the remaining one. And E4 fabric squares to make 4 half square triangles. So follow 1 at a time quarter square method. So 2 of the half square triangles together into 1 quarter square triangle. Now I'm reading that on the number 3 down here. And let me see, 1 at a time, 2 of the half squares, 1. Repeat with the remaining half square triangles to make a total of 4 half square triangles. So this is what we're going for. And I'm just going to check this and make sure that I have to have white in all of those. And I do. So I'm going to have my white.
I decided to make these the way it made sense to my brain.
Okay.
Because the way they're talking about doing it, it's too confusing.
So anyhow, let me see. I'm thinking on where this is laying. See how on the book how they have it?
Mm-hmm.
Lay your fabric. We're going to test this. I'm putting my fabric. I got to do it opposite of each other. The colors. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the thing is that you want to see, will it turn out like this? If you pull this back and it looks like that, see these two colors?
Uh-huh.
And then there's the one color. And this is over here. That's the way you do it. If it doesn't look right and you happen to have done it, well, you can't, you got to do it on the seam. So, but you want to make sure that I've done these and the white has been at the wrong place. So that's why I'm saying something. So just match this up. You can put a pin in if you want. And I believe, let's go back over and see what they say. This and we get 4 at a time. So what we'll do is we'll draw a line going down the center of this. And that'll be our sewing line. We're only going to get 1 square out of this. If you want to do your scant, you can, or just sew on one side of the line. Meaning, if I sew on this side of the line, oh well, I'll just show you. It's just easier to show you. So I'm going to match these up just like this one. Okay, let me make sure how I did this. There it is. Okay, I'm going to lay these out in the direction that the white should be. Then I know I'll be good. This has to be the opposite of this color. Okay, put a little pin in. Do that with this other one. You got a little, the sun's shining in here today. It's getting a little warm. Hopefully, if you pull this back and you look, this should be meet in the middle. That way, when it becomes your hourglass or your quarter square triangle, the points should match there. So let's do this one. So see, I'm putting these together. If you feel that you don't need to draw your line going the other way, feel free not to. Do I dare be brave? Let me see. I like to tell you the truth, I like to put a pin in both ends to make sure that one doesn't shift.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that this, and I got it in the right place. I'll double check that. Looks good there. I know that these are little bitties, but you know, I'm a pinner. I'm not a sinner. I'm a pinner, not a sinner. Okay, this should come out good. I'm just double checking myself. That's all I'm doing. I got to get in the swing of things again, so I want to be more careful. Okay. These are ready to sew. So I'm going to lay this here. And I'm going to be sewing on the diagonal of it. Bless you. That's allergies, girl.
Yeah,
okay, I'm lining that up.
This live today. Sorry, guys. Can't help it. That might be why I feel bad. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you're tired too.
Yeah, I'm still tired, but I got to sleep. I mean, I had dreams, so I know I was sleeping.
I'm going to put my next one in.
Hmm?
I'm just telling them putting the next
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
piece in.
Okay, Katie. Yeah, y'all gonna hear me sniffling a lot today. Sorry. I can't help it.
It's that season. Everybody knows. It's like my nose will just run.
Well, all the snow is melting, so there's dust and sand and everything. We need to have like a good rain to wash it all out.
The sand come in from the ocean.
It came in from that bitter rock. So our kitchen window had water spots all from snow and stuff. And when we got this last bitter rock, I could hear what sounded like sand or something hitting the glass. And the window is clean.
Sandblasted it.
Yeah, it did. So I bet you I need to go check that side of the house though, because I could have sworn I heard something outside banging on something else. I just hadn't gone around there until I make sure all the snow is gone.
I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you. It's infectious, just like mine is.
I know. I think it's because the sun's shining in. It's like tickling my nose.
Hi, Sandy. Welcome, welcome.
Okay. Now I'm just chain sew. This is what you call chain sewing when you sew them one right after another. Now I'm going to check these before I cut because I want to see that these need to be at 2.5. So I'm going to see which one gives me the most, which side. Okay, I'm going to press this one and then I'm going to take a peek and measure it. If you haven't cut, you're safe. You can always correct anything.
Yep.
Now, the little ruler just to show you. What I'm doing now is just checking. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. It needs to be Nora. I can hear Nora. It needs to be.
I know. You know what I gotta go. You know what I gotta go do, right?
Yeah.
I have pieced her. First, I gave her haircut, so it wasn't really ready to be. She's on a lower food way of eating right now, and she can tell I cut her back.
She's not happy.
Nope, she's not. But the doctor says I need to get 2 kilos off of her, so we're going to get 2 kilos off of her.
So after I press these, If I needed to, I can, if you need to square them up at all,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna feed her.
okay, just have your diagonal line going on one of these diagonals, and then you can trim if you need to. But you'll have it even up. But it's so close that you don't really need to trim it. Now let me check this. Now this one looks a little skinny here. Okay, so I'm going to do it that side. See, this side worked better than the other. You tend to have one side bigger than the other because you're sewing alongside that center seam. Okay, let's check this one. Okay. Now see if I was off, I can take that seam out and realign and do it. But if I've cut it, I can't. And by me pinning the ends where the seams met up, it was able to give me the center point on point. I think that's what you call it. Hey, Sandy. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Now, remember I said that on the book how it has the white over here? So that's good. Now I can take these, and this is the extra fabric, and I can trim it, and I just do it with my scissors, and I can sew these up in little triangles. I think I'm going to have to turn my fan on. You're roasting, I'm roasting.
Yep.
We're some hot mamas today.
All that sunshine hitting those windows.
Yep. All righty. So we have this part done. And I will end up sewing those because that's what I do. Now I have this part and I have this. And if you give me just a second, I am going to turn my fan on.
I'm hoping that I'll see some more variety of fans up at the store soon. So I can, if not, then I'll buy one when I'm in Denmark.
Yeah. Okay.
Mail
So
it home with everything else.
So with this one, what we're going to do, I'll put my triangles over here out of the way. I think I'm going to like this block. Okay, so let's go on. Yeah, let's go on over to this part up on the upper part, and it shows the layout. So just go ahead and lay out your pieces, how it looks. Remember, the white goes to the outside. That will help you. If you have it to the outside on every one, it'll work. Okay. So this is the layout, and it looks like this one. So I'll sew these together, then this row, then this, and then I'll sew the block together. So I like to move these over to the side. And I do double check because sometimes, you hit these with your hand or your arm and you've moved them. And I'm just lining them up, getting them nice and square together. If you feel you need to use a pin, go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Used to be 2.5, all right?
Yeah. Okay. This is a 9 patch, so because we're doing 9 blocks. It's just in different block formations that we're doing.
Did you get a chance to experiment with that first flying geese block to make sure that the measurements were correct?
Yep. And it worked. It is. It's
Okay,
bigger.
all right.
It is bigger, and then you cut down.
Oh, you trim the flying geese down?
Yeah. The first one, when you finish it, it'll be bigger, and you trim it down, which
Okay.
I'll show you how to do that too. So I open these up, and you guys all know me. I have to separate my threads because I have to have it up close to my face to get it lined up again. So here it is. I'm just going to check it here. Yep. This looks right. Yep. Take this one. Sorry if I get out of shot here. If there's any questions on this, or you want me to go over again on any of this block, just put it in the chat.
They've been relatively quiet.
Huh?
They've been a little bit quiet.
They're watching. Or they're sewing. Sewing and watching.
Sewing. Yep, hopefully they're sewing.
If I sew, then it's hard to comment in the chat, It's like something's got to go. All righty, so let's open this up. And they want us to press things open, so we will. And I think it's generally because these are small blocks, they'll get bulky real quick. So I'm going to take it on over, and I'm going to iron it. I'll put Katie back on with us, and
Donnell, she's cutting up scraps to 1.5 to 2.5 inch pieces.
Is that for your?
Oh, I don't think so. She does. Oh. No, I don't know what it's for.
I started cutting some of those scraps, and then I'm cutting.
Did you see that? Did you see that little sample block I made? It's super cute.
You know what? I didn't.
Yeah, I made an example. I made a sample so they could see what it was going to look like. Right. So those that were being, felt squeamish about the whole process, would see it and realize it's not nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Do you want to tell them about it since you're right there?
No, let's concentrate on you.
Okay.
I would rather not monopolize your live.
Well, check it out, people.
They'll see about it in a couple weeks.
Okay. So I'm just pressing my seams open at this point, and I'll show you the back. It doesn't mean it's going to be a pretty in the back, but
oh, she's sending them to Donna. She said.
Oh. Okay. Now remember, we're dealing with biases on this too, so you want to be.
And also for also 2.5 inch squares for her EPP.
Oh. So this is the back of mine, and I pressed it open. So now I'm going to flip it on over. Oh, this is going to be cute. See my bead tree?
Oh, that looks great.
I didn't do it. Amber from Cheeky Quilters did it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, she did the bird too. Zaza has bead tree. And that she's
Wow.
she's good. She collages it. So Amber, I'm giving you a shout out. I gave you one. I'm featuring
Look at these are such tiny little blocks.
I know. Aren't they tiny? We'll go back to the sewing table here. All righty. So I'll just line up the seams here and sew this, line this up, sew it, and then I'll check and make sure it's the size it needs to be. And if it needs to be squared up, I can square it up.
No, I forgot to cut the corner squares. I thought something looked like it was missing here.
Oh, I just, you know, when I said that I didn't, I thought, oh, should I have not trimmed it before I put the done the quarter square triangles? It didn't make a difference on this one. So thank goodness.
So I'm missing 4 solid or 4 corner pieces, and then I'll be ready to go with sewing it.
Yeah, I've done that.
Background. So I need 4 2.5-inch squares.
Sometimes I have to go back through what I've cut to make sure, because I've often only did one of something that I was supposed to do 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing here. And that's what I did, is I overlooked the corners.
I'm keeping my pen until I get right up to it, and then I can take my pen out. I might have to check that seam because it seemed like it might have moved. Let me see. I'm going to take this out for 2 reasons. Is I want to make sure that I have see that you can't see it, but it dipped. Oh, I know why it dipped, because the seam turned, so it dipped on me. Let me see. Good old trusty.
Nora's tongue is cold.
That's what today. It's good that she's gonna lick your legs.
It's like, yeah, she's licking my ankle, what she likes doing. And it's like, oh, your tongue is cold, girlfriend.
I want to take this little bit out only because I want to make sure that that seam isn't flipped, and that I can, because it'll give me my 1/4 inch that I need seam, and it'll match up better for me. I'm just going to see.
Andrea says she got her blocks finished and trimmed that she was working on, so she can chat now and say howdy to everyone who came in after her first howdy.
Hello.
I hope you're doing good today, Andrea.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Okay. Let me just double check this and make sure that it's going to be lined up again. Pretty good. I'm just going to have to watch that because this seam wants to flip. And I'm going to match it up here. I didn't have that matched before.
Yeah, I need to find another piece of that dark color.
Okay, let's See if I can keep that 1/4 inch seam now. As long as it doesn't flip on me. Yeah, see, it wants to go the other way, and that pushes that seam. We'll see. This may not be a perfect match. Come on.
There must have been something going on in our town this morning because I heard sirens and I never hear sirens. Hadn't heard anything, but maybe later I might. Something must have been going on. I couldn't tell if it was the police sirens I was hearing or if it was the fire brigade or whatever they call it.
Well, this definitely isn't perfect, but I can always align it better. Okay. And when I open up the seam, it'll be flatter. So I'm just matching up the seams again. Same old, same old. I was working on a quilt that that was a UFO that it's called it's a ribbon quilt. It looks like ribbons, like they're turned. Nah. Man, there's a lot of pieces to that baby, but I got all the blocks sewn. I just have to put them together. And this one is an interesting quilt because it's one that they want you to sew the center block out because of the way it's arranged. So I did it because I thought, okay, it's going to challenge me a little bit. It's not exactly perfect, but I'm doing it. So that's all that matters to me. I'm not going to put it in a show. Okay, let me press this open. And these seams, when seams interlock, they're not easy to open up to press open.
All right.
Okay, get this other one. Let's see. Oops. Here we go. Man, this block looks like it's kind of like funky. Let me give it a little spray here. We'll see.
Wow, it's going to be a pretty block.
Getting a little press flat there. Okay, judgment time here. Let's see.
Together and trim down to 8-inch blocks. Now I'm cutting 8-inch squares out of accent fabric and make it 2 at a time. HSTs from them. And we'll be making something out of them. Not sure what. And she said not back quarter. She meant layer cakes.
Ah. If you notice, I'm using a 6.5-inch ruler. So I am I always do the one up at the top, and I look around, make sure that it's fallen within, that I have fabric. Oh, then you gotta keep your hand just right so that you don't let your ruler slip. I always have to keep a pinky finger over on the edge. Well, so much for that one. And you just trim it down to what they say. And get this side, and that should be good for this block. Okay. There we go. Any questions on this one? Anybody? Let me see what the chat says here. Oh, Andre says she meant layer cakes. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
I know you was saying something about the, but I didn't know if she had, her second comment was,
Yeah, she made 2 comments up there.
okay. So anyway, this is this pretty little block called the Braced Star. Let me see. I'll clean up my mess here a little bit.
I'm gonna be playing chicken with the bobbin soon.
Yeah, mine might go. Also, okay, so I had that one done.
It looks like it's getting low.
Don't want to lose these. That's my pieces for my block to do the flying geese. Okay, I'll move this out of the way. Okay.
This is a pretty little block.
It is. Oh, let me put, I want to see.
I don't got mine sewed yet. I'm working
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Then you tell me when, and I'm going to just show
I
them.
will.
I'm going to review this
But
other.
I definitely think it's a pretty little block.
It is. I love the colors. I think it's cute. There's some that's just plain cute.
Mm-hmm. This just happens to be one of them.
Okay, where's my next one? Let's see, what do I got here? Oh, this was my samples. Okay.
I mean, I can show you what it looks
I am
like,
going
but
to
it's
put
not
you
sewn.
on, Katie. I am going to put you on because I have to get up for a second.
Okay. Put the horizontal on. On their mind.
Oh, I know what you're saying. There you go.
Then they can see that quilt behind me. Since it'll be the only time you ever see that happen. Because when the mandala comes back home, it's going back on the wall. So how many of you are actually doing Alice's Wonderland right now? And where are you at on it? Have you caught up? Or are you still working on it? What are you doing? Ooh.
Ooh.
Let us know in the chat.
All right, let's see. Go back.
Sandy says she hasn't started yet.
Don't get cutting, girl.
Get.
Did you get your fabrics? Have you chosen your fabrics, or are you looking ready to start block 39? And Grace says that's great.
Awesome, Andrea.
The next block is I'm just going to go over it, and I got to look at what I've got here so I can familiarize myself with what I'm doing too. Okay.
And Sandy says she's not been sewing much lately. I hope you'll be able to get back into sewing soon.
Okay, I see what I did. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't fit in our schedule, or we don't feel it, or we don't feel good.
Yeah. Or all of the above.
I know. Well, let's see. This is called Air Castle. It's block 43 on page 86 and 87. This is what it looks like. And the blocks all finish the same size. They say to do a skein at 1/4 inch again, but press the seams open again and press after each step. So you're going to cut your fabric. You're going to cut a larger piece. You're going to have white, and you're going to have, let me see, only one other fabric. Okay. Yeah, the white, and then what they call C3. So if you look up here, we're doing that nice little diamond and square method again. And I gotta see what I have here. 1, 2, 3. There, I got it. Good. Okay, so we'll do the diamond in the square. So we're going to take our white background. We're basically doing this. It just will look different for the layout.
Andrea says, I have been sewing but did not feel like filming. So I've been working on off-camera stuff.
That's good. Keeping yourself busy, that helps. You know what? I'm going to explain a little bit about this while you're finishing yours up, Katie.
Okay.
One of the things is we're going to do the diamond and the square, which we have done. And we're going to do an 8 at a time half square triangle method. And how you do that is you will take the size that it tells you to take from there. And let me see together. Okay. And you will take your background and your focus fabric, or the fabric, your complementary fabric, whatever. And what you do is you're going to, on the background, you're going to draw a line. This red line represents this one represents the cut line. So you draw an X, then you draw a plus sign, okay? Down the middle. So I would have took my pen and I would have done this, and I would have done it on this side here. I would have drawn a line corner to corner diagonally twice. Now, I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch away from that red line. The black lines represent that. So this would be my stitch line. And I would go ahead and stitch through here, turn it, switch the stitch here. Then I can stitch this side and that. And when it's all said and done, then the red line that I had cut is my cut line. So I would end up cutting the diagonals and the cross. And what it does is it gives you the 8. It gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you do need to, after you're done, you open them up and you'll press the seams open and you will square them up to what you're supposed to. But I wanted to at least go over that part just to bring you back. Okay, so should we do the diamond and the square again? Why not? Okay, so I'm doing what I did before. Little bitty glue. And I like to get this corner and this corner and that one pretty much right on. And go to the opposite corner. Okay. And also alongside this line. And took that off. Okay. Come on, thread. The needle came unthreaded. Okay, I'll check that alignment again. I'm going to press these. The pin I'm using is a heat erasable one. You use water soluble, whatever you want to mark what you need to. I will make a seam allowance there. This fabric reminds me of old-fashioned bed sheets. I like it. So this was, yeah, this is my C3 is what I'm using, the number. And I'll just match this back up. I should have, I didn't tape, glue it this time. It'll either be nice to me or it won't. Oh, did you come undone again? Mila.
I've heard that one. Sounded different.
Yeah, it was threading my needle. Okay. Pull this out. I must have not pulled enough out.
Where's
Okay.
my tweezers? That's oh, there we are.
We're gonna anytime you guys are wanting to do any of your templates, we're gonna save EPP to the end.
Because a certain person's going to be on the.
Well, I think that it's gives them a chance to like do the other blocks. They can do the EPP more casually, and if for some reason it's not for them, that they don't like it, they can choose other blocks within there too. But at least if they will try it, it would be great. So I'll press this. So if you get many parts off, or well, kind of look ahead at the part with the templates. Let's see what we're going to do. Our applique. We're going to be doing curved pacing.
Woo-hoo, on the curves, not.
They're tiny.
It's going to be a challenge.
I may have to do it a few times just to. Where is that? Somewhere down here.
It'll be a challenge, all right.
This is my little curved piece. It needs to be pressed again.
So you've been playing around with it?
Oh, I did a long time ago. I did because I wanted to know what do I want to use, freezer paper or whatever, and I used freezer paper template for this and traced it off. But that's a curved piece. All righty. Now we've done the center. I want to show you. We're going to go down to this part here. And what they're doing is that we're making half square triangles like we did before, but they want us to do, that comes from our 8. So we have done, this will be our 8. And we will squared them down to the size they need to be, like this. I'm just checking something here because I want to make sure I have what okay, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll make this unit, but I'm looking here. I need to say 4 side. So these 4 I'm going to put aside because these will be the corners.
SK Dammit wants to know if it's no. We're only doing EPP, and the reason I answered yes was to Cindy's question. That beeping you've been hearing is the new one. I found the same one in the store. I went to Pacific today, or Dorfrock, and yeah, they only had Phillips on a cord, and I didn't feel like buying one like that. And I was lucky I found the same thing in Bruce and that I already had that turned into, well, y'all know what happened to it. Anyway, I brought another same brand home with me. And I got a good deal on it because they had knocked it off for half price. It was the last one.
Okay, I put
See right
4
here.
half square triangles away because they're going to be in the corners, and I have 4 of them that I need for my quarter square. So you'll need your white fabric. You'll have 4 white fabrics, and then you'll have 4 of these, and you'll put that on top of each other. And this is, I think, the one that I got messed up on, which, because there's no seam here. You know, we're not doing 2 half square triangles put together. We're doing a whole piece and a triangle. So look at that. And what you want to do is make sure. Let me see. I'm making sure. Okay. Because I will sew this way, the opposite way of this triangle. I will sew down the middle of it. But if you look at it, you can see how this is that bottom one, and this is the whites over there. Wait, I gotta look at this now. I'm second guessing myself.
It's gonna look good. Oh my god.
Oh, there it is. Wait, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so you just have to look at which way that your triangle needs to go, and you could take your solid square and you can fold it in half, so you can see, so you know that this is going that way, and then there's the white, and then there's the color down there. That's the way you know you're sewing it right. This is the one I got turned around before, because it's easy to sew it differently. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and I'm going to sew down the middle.
I finished my little block.
All right. Let me just, I will check this, make sure that I have it big enough and it's the right way. This is, I can press it and I'll do the seam. Let me put Katy on here. There. Ooh. Wow. You're getting fancy, girl. I like it.
I like it too. It looks good. I was a little concerned that one spot wasn't going to go together, and all I did was move the sew a little bit over, and it's fine now. Anyway, there you go, guys.
Let me see, make sure I'm cutting it. Yep, I'm cutting it right. Yeah, Linda's is a good place to get batting. The price of it is good. Okay, so I will make sure that this was the same. Now, you would continue on with the other 3. And I do have 3 of them done. Okay, so I can just lay this out and I'll wait. Okay, so my color goes that way. Yep. There's not going to be a lot of contrast on this block because this has a lot of the same color, very little pink. But I liked the fabric. This is really not going to show up so much. Maybe this helps when I put my corners on. So you know, you may want to think about that when you're choosing your fabric, whether or not, you know, do you want it that soft, or do you want it, you know?
Thank you, everybody. Oh, yeah, and you can take me off the highlight.
Oh, okay.
That's payback for all the time I left you on it, right?
Yeah. You forget. You forget.
Because I always freaking forget. That's right. I always forget. Okay,
So I don't
so
know if
this
you
is
can see my colors very well because they're this is my bed sheet block. I like it. So again, it's a 9 patch. So let's just go and sew it. And what I'm going to do is I line up I have diagonals here on both blocks. So I'm going to line them up. I like to put a pin going this way. And I want to make sure I lay it back down the way that it needs to be, because you can get it turned around and you sew the wrong seam. Then you have to seam up. But
okay.
this in here, you want to make sure that there's an X. Make sure you're within that. Lay that and back down. I'll straighten it up when I get there. And then this one, I am going to put a pin in up here so that I just know that this is the side that I sew. And I'm going to match this up. I hope I'm not getting out of shot there. Oop. Oh. Okay, so here we go. I'm just making sure that my block's pretty well squared up. Now I always have to raise my foot to get over that seam. And I'm just double checking. Now I'll take this pin out. And I will do this one. So it's sort of like we're kind of doing what we did before, only different arrangement of the block. Don't always like to go over that seam. There we go. Let me see. How did you do? Not bad. Did I cut? I didn't cut it off. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to lay this out. Just go ahead. Flip it on over. Line up my seams again. Make sure that this is going to be good because this is a little. This one over here.
Now I've got to discover what color I want to use this time to make it interesting. Let's see what I can come up with. Just got the half square in the middle. I mean, that square in the middle. All right, time to go through my scrap pile and make a decision. I'm gonna cut my background though. I'm gonna try to get this stuff cut. I know I'm gonna be behind if I don't hurry up and catch up this week. We got this flying geese coming up, which is
yeah.
pain in the knee. What?
Well, I'm gonna go over it a little bit. I gotta check this because okay, this is okay. how to do that
Yeah, it's
this week.
All right, let's get the background cut. You would think after sleeping 6 hours, I would not still be tired, but apparently, apparently I still am.
All right, now I'm going to go ahead, get ready to press these open and stitch.
And I have a video to edit tonight.
No, you do. Oh,
yeah, from my podcast, which reminds me, I forgot to check and see if she sent me her picture. I hope she did, because if she didn't, I need it. I need it for my thumbnail. Yes, I should go.
I think while I'm doing this, I'm going to put us on, both on.
What do y'all guys think about that quilt behind me?
Let me get you out.
While Sherry's ironing or pressing. Yes. Not ironing, pressing.
There, so they can see.
Ta-da!
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah, it's one of my better pieces. I tell you what, I was really thrilled with how she quilted it. She really, and I got to watch her do the whole thing. It was so fun watching her do it. And part of it I did while I was on a live. Filmed her doing it on a live. She was working on it, and I was doing a unboxing, and then everybody wanted to see what she was doing, and she was fine with it, and so I turned the camera and followed her back and forth on that long arm.
Wow.
It was fun.
Who did that one?
Her name's Christina. She's the quilter that lives about an hour away from Thomas, that goes and gets blaze from time to time. She has a big long arm. And hers doesn't have the computer on it either. She does it custom.
Yeah, that's nice.
She's talked about getting a computer on it, but I don't know if she ever will or not.
Okay,
yours, say that again?
I says, I'm just matching my seams up to sew the block.
Okay, before I forget what I was supposed to be doing.
Let me see. Get that lined up good there. Laura Lee says amazing. Oh wait, Katy's not highlighted anymore now, is she?
No, no, not anymore. You took care of all that.
Yeah.
Happy, are you? Hey, Happy, can you please send me a picture of yourself, pretty please? I need one. I need it for the thumbnail. I looked in the emails. I don't see it. That's who I did the podcast with the other day that I'm going to put. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. She was lots of fun to talk to, too. We learned a whole lot about her. I love doing this little podcast, and everybody gets to get to know a quilter.
Yeah.
So much fun. Wait, how many did I got to put?
Hey, let's check this out.
So 2 of these are for the half square.
Okay, that did good.
2 of these are for the other. Okay, so this is for the half square. So we set that aside. Happy says she's looking for my email.
Yeah, here I'm just matching up my seams and my diagonals to make sure that they're matching, so that when I sew my seam, it should line up just like the planets. Do you guys want me to show you how to do the flying geese next, or you want me to go on to the, I mean, it's not like you don't have to do it, but
We got one more block after this one
yeah,
for the
yeah.
square to square.
Just wondered if they wanted me to change it up or if they're good. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to go over that seam.
Okay, we got that part done. Now I got to figure out what colors I want to use.
All right. Now I'll just press these open.
They turn the hourglass where the white is the the quarter square. You put the color on the side of it, what they did.
That's
Mine would be dark blue on that part.
I got all.
Well, that's going to be
I had to
interesting.
do this one twice because I did it. Got messed up. That's why. Yeah, it says if you fold back your solid to see what direction that you need to sew, it helps. Things can play with your mind.
Definitely. What I use.
I want to see your flying geese. Okay, I'll show you my flying geese. Denise says, hi. Hello, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Okay, all I'm doing is just giving her a good little press here.
You're going to use that green again.
If it's talking to you.
It's talking. It's so pretty. And it's slowly dissipating as I keep using it. And it's like pretty soon there's not going to be any left. Unfortunately.
I'll let them see the squaring up again.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. I'm just making sure again, checking my parameters. It's a little bit harder to do this on the sewing machine.
Jo says she's still here.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave.
Saying hello to me and everybody else and you.
I'm going to leave the rest. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, because it's so minute. It's not worth messing with. So this is this block. This was our first one.
Wow, you already got the second one done, and I ain't even started on the second one.
I had pre-did my triangles.
Well, I hadn't cheated upon that until my eyeballs were being weird yesterday.
That's why I said, so do you want me to, if I showed him the the one flying geese.
Well, if you want to do the one flying geese, are we going to do, if you do that, we're going to do that last block, the next go around?
No, we're going to do it this go around.
Oh, okay.
We've been able to get 4 in. So let's hope it stays that
We
way.
really need to stop the, man.
Oh, that's pretty. This the next one that we're going to be doing is the air castle bit. Let me
size
see.
is it supposed to be?
Oh, I like this next block, my colors. Okay, I am going to show you. Get this up. This is a demo. Okay. We'll go back over it again when it's time to.
Thank you, Happy. I appreciate that.
What'd she say?
She said she sent it.
Ah.
I was looking for it and I'm like, oh no, I forgot to remind her. It's like, I can't make a thumbnail without one. Well, I could, but you know, we're spotlighting her.
On this one, block 45 ends up being the where we do the flying geese. Okay. And it's like this is a very repetitious block 45. All of our flying geese that we've got to do, we will probably be so sick of doing them by the time we're done. But on page, I'll just show you on page 90, they show a diagram of what to do. So I have already pre-cut the square that would be the size that I need. And what I did is I just want to let you know that when we get over here, because we'll be doing this in 2. So the 4, this is called 4 at a time flying geese. And what they wanted us to do is to make our white fabric. They want us to cut 8 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. I cut mine at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4.
Yeah, screw that 5/8 thing.
Yeah, that's what I do. It gives me a little bit more grace. And so that's out of the white fabric. And then you would have your other fabric that would be your on this one we have 2 other fabrics. But we'll go back to this page here because what you do is remember this is 2 this is my 2 3/4. Let me get my marker. And I'm going to look at this the way this page shows. It's on page 90. And you're going to line these up. Okay. If you want to put your use your glue stick, you can. Now this looks like the square and square basically, but so far you're going to get that lined up. I'm going to take a ruler because I'm checking that at the same time. I'm going to draw a line diagonally. Okay, so you can see that I drew that line. So I'm going to sew on either side of this drawn line. I just want to make sure and see if they say anything. they say to put pins in. I think it's so that it doesn't move, where I had put the glue. And I am going to, let me see, I'm going to get my, right there. Okay, so my foot's going to run across so that it does the 1/4 inch. I want to make sure that, see, this wants to flip up because of the foot I have. So I'm just going to bring that back down. And I have this tape, so this helps me.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna have trouble.
It just says my bobbin. So I did one side. I got to put my new bobbin in. Ooh, this looks fuzzy wuzzy in here. Now, your flying geese, it'll depend, your square. If you're doing different sizes, your square will be bigger, and so will your corner squares, or your little squares will be bigger. But your patterns will tell you the size. So, okay, so now I'm turning it because I want to sew on the other side. Oh, that sounds so smooth with that. Okay. Well, this was the first step of what we did. Put our triangles down, got them placed, squared up, drew a line down the center, and we sewed on both sides. That way we know where we're going to cut. So now I'm going to cut on this line.
Oh boy, we got a problem.
Mm-hmm. So corner to corner. And now you got a little heart. Look at that. Bless your heart. We got 2 hearts. And I'm going to press this way, up towards here. Set the seam. You're halfway there too already. We're already halfway there.
Yep.
So what we're going to do next is, if you look, what they're showing is we're going to take another square. I have 2 more squares left. And this square goes, I'm going to take my pen. Well, I guess it's my glue pin. And I'm going to line this up right there. Get it lined up right. Do the same thing with this one. I was going to do a video of this, but I never did it because I knew I'd have to edit it.
Editing is not that simple.
No.
It's time consuming.
Yeah, and I need instant gratification.
Instant gratification?
Yeah, I need to know.
Oh boy.
So I just am going to draw another line going down the diagonal of this. Yeah, it takes you longer to edit than it did to video it.
That is very true.
And it's like, hey, I want to get it uploaded. Okay, so now I did that. And I am going to sew 1/4 inch on each side of this. Get my thread out so I know that it's now these are going to be oversized. But we trim them down. I'm putting my next one in. And I'll flip this and I'll sew on the other side.
Well, I thought I was going to use green, but apparently I'm not. Well,
Don't have enough?
No, I don't have enough to do the outside part, so I'm going to leave the inside that goes around the square. The square is green, and I'm going to use this as the outside. So it'll be all right. I'm not going to panic here. Because it needs those triangles.
Oh, yeah.
And since you got to cut them a little bit big. Yeah, because the strips I have left are 3 inches, not 3 3/4 like I need.
Nah.
Longer.
Oh, okay.
For those quarter triangles.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to trim this. Not trim it. Cut on the diagonal on this. And magic will happen.
But this will look pretty on here too. So I'm not going to worry. I think I'm going to worry unless I do the whole. But maybe I should do the whole thing in this and save these little half triangles for future use somewhere else. That way I can just cut them all the same color. Because I was going to do the whole thing in the same color since we're switching the background to the different position.
You just lift this up here and you're going to press it. So I'll show you.
That's the fold right there. Denise says, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair.
I remember that. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? No. Okay, this is I have 4 of them now. That gave me my flying geese. Now they're bigger than the size that they say to have. So I'm going to show you how to trim them. I'm going to show you how to trim them. Let me see. What size do we need to make sure the finish is? Okay. I am going to say the dimension because I don't want to confuse anybody. It's 3.5 by 2 inches. So that means we know that the 3.5 has to come from here and the 2 has to come from here. Now see how much room we got up above there with that? That's nice. Yeah. So you can just, I'm going to stand up and do this. I can either, there's a diagonal line here, the 45. If you want to make sure you got it squared up good, you can put that 45-degree line on that line of the triangle if you want. And here I can see I've got enough for 1/4 inch. It's just making sure that by doing it that way, I'm making sure that I don't have it wonky. So I trimmed the top first. Okay. Now, if I need to trim they said to have it at 2. Let me see. At 2. So I can come on over here and put my 2-inch line on that. Okay, and I can trim the bottom. Now I have my 2-inch. Now to know where to trim this, you have to know how I need it to be 3.5. So that means 1 3/4. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Now my mind left me. Okay, so it is at 3.5. This is 3. Gotta get my ruler right way.
It's going to be the half square triangles.
Half of 3.5 is 1 3/4, correct?
Say that again.
Half of 3.5 is 1 3/4, right?
Half of 3.5 is 1 3/4. Yeah.
Okay.
Think about that for a minute.
If they want me to have this at 3.5, okay, this is what you do. Okay, I got it now. I was confusing myself. I'm lining this back up, the ruler, and here's the diagonal line, the 45 degree. I'm placing the 45 degree on that 45 degree of this red part. Okay, so this is exactly 2.5. Okay, so I can, 2 widthwise. So I'm going to line this out. And then the excess from this side I can cut. Then I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to place this on my the 3.5 right here. I'm going to place the 3.5 at the end here and trim that. And now you have your block. And you'll do that to all of them. Let me see. Cool. Thank you. Method is semi-direct. Oh, yeah. They do talk about semi-directional fabric in here. That you have to would have to make sure that it's going the right direction to do this so that they're all the same with that. But I'll show you one again. It's the top of my goose. I'm laying this 45 degree line on the angle there, but I want to make sure that I have my seam allowance. I want to make sure I have my 1/4 inch, if not a little more if I wanted to. Then this needs to be at 2 inches. And this needs to be finished at 3.5. Whoops. So I'm lining this back up. This diagonal back up on this triangle. What was that, Katie?
Just something
Oh, you're thinking through?
I'm trying to think through it. Yeah, and I'm like not being very successful at this moment.
And then I turn the other way.
Yeah, something different. Yeah.
So that is this one. Okay, let's do this. We'll just go for it here. If there's any questions on this one. Again.
Not that I'm seeing. SK Davis says, cool. Thank you, Sherry. This method is particularly good for semi-directional fabric, but outside of that, and they're talking about the beautiful fabric you're using.
Aw.
But they're not asking questions.
Okay.
And I don't see any questions in the other side either. Mona left from the other side, though. Mona 2.0 or 3.0 did anyway.
Okay, so now I'm lining this. I need it to be 3.5. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay, if I need it to be 3.5, I'm laying my ruler wrong is what I'm doing. Oh, no, I didn't get that cut. Let me try it again. Don't leave your blade open like I'm doing right at this moment. Okay, I'm lining this back.
Oh, you mean like that?
Okay. Then I come back over here, put this on the 3.5, and trim off anything that needs to be trimmed off from that side. And then I got one more. Diagonal. Move it up so I have my 1/4 inch here.
Okay.
Then I can turn it and finish making it the width that it needs to be. Width or like, I'm not sure what that is. Height. Okay. Lay this back down. Put my diagonal right there. And I'm checking. See, if I do that and I have it on the diagonal, I know I'll end up having even amounts taken off of each side. And then I just have to look for the 3.5 on this. Okay.
What size?
What finish size of these?
What size and make of ruler are you using, Sherry?
It is for this. Oh, that. I love this little one. This is called Quilt Sense by Marty Mitchell. And it is a 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 3. 9 by 3 inch ruler. Well, I like this that it has the diagonal lines for when I'm doing something tiny like this. I could use my other one that I use for when we trim. I could have used this one also, which I probably should have. But then I'm not getting that one. Let me see. First was 45. I'm trying to find the 45 for this. Yeah, this one is different. Oh, because of, no, there it is. I could have done it that way, but yeah, one like this works good. It's called Quilt Sense. Tools that make sense. Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Mitchell, M-I-C-H-E-L-L. I've had this for a while, but it's one of my favorite. I got 3 rulers or 4 rulers I use a lot. Now, if I wanted to put this together, you just make sure that if you want to really make sure that they're going, that you're not going to cut off your goose. Don't cut your goose off. You can match these up here and then always have this part on top so you can see. Oh, my thread keeps on coming undone. Now see, it's that diagonal that seam that likes to hang up on. I guess I should use a leader ender. Now I got a thread nest probably. Okay, so I'm coming up here and I'll look. And even if you have to scooch it over a little bit, you can. But if you've trimmed good, you should have enough not to cut your nose off, the beak off. So this is it. And they would probably want you to press these open. So then I would do this next one. And I'd lay it on top. Make sure that it's pretty well squared up there. And double check in here, make sure I have it lined up good. Yeah, if you can see that X when you're doing the flying geese, it can help you either manipulate a little bit, be shy of it. Okay. Now I'll still have to trim this because evidently I didn't trim right. Or I haven't sewn right there. Looks like yeah, I could have gone over this way a little bit with this one. So I am going to put this one on instead. And then you would make sure that your units are what they should be again. That one I probably should take out and I'm just checking here for myself. For my sand. Okay. It's giving me a little bit. Yeah, I could have. I probably should have this one moved over. Any questions?
SK says, what a cute block. And let's see. Sherry, your nails match your blade saver. Very chic.
I aim to please, you know. I gotta keep up with the times. I'm taking this out because I it is off a little bit, and then the geese will be off a little bit because of they're having us do them in a row. If they weren't in a row so much, you wouldn't notice it so much. Yeah. Sharon says that it is pronounced chic, not chick. Okay, let me get this last little bit off of here and I'll line this back up. So
I'll just go with chick. Just to give you a hard time.
It's chick to you, huh? Okay.
Yep.
So I am going
just
to
to
line
give
this
you a
back.
hard time. That's all.
I think I'll put a pin in here just to make sure that it doesn't slide on me. Okay. You're bad.
She's shining her teeth, smiling big. I can't help it if I'm from the South.
Okay, that makes me happier. And I'll press these seams. Oh, the sun's coming in, isn't it? I'll shut that shade a little bit.
Rhymes with geek.
Now what they want you to do on this block 45 is to do it again in another colorway. Now, what I'm gonna do something different. And I know it might not be right, but I'm gonna do it. It is right. But I'll tell you why I'm doing it like this. Ouch. Burning my hands. Okay, you know how we pressed all our seams open?
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it up to you guys. But with flying geese, I like all my geese to fly in a row. And if I open it, this bends it back. You know? And that's just, but if you want to do it open, do it open. But that's so much bulk right there that your machine hits it. It's like, ouchie. Flying geese blocks are super cute. Yeah, rhymes. So this one is one. I think this one. Now I'm confused on whether or not. I think this was my demo. This was my demo block up here. So I'll keep it like that. And then I'll put this here at the moment. Everybody doing good? You still with us?
Yeah, it looks like it.
So I'll do the other one later. But right now, I'll leave that like that. This will be our demo so that if we need to refer back to what we need to do, we can. But these are tiny and they're cute. So I will put this here and I am going to, is there any questions?
Nikolai says hi.
Danny's channel came up. We put her in, huh?
Did you hear me?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Nikolai says hi.
Oh, tell him I said
To
hi.
you personally.
Ooh. I'm special. Okay. Instead of that, there. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. I wanted to do that just to give a little bit of a preview of the flying geese, because then we'll do it again instead of like, oh no, so if you want to practice that at all in your blocks, you can do that. And then you'll have a practice piece that you can go through. I am going backwards. This says air castle. Okay.
Tell him he missed his chance today, Katie, since he's
Funny.
They're saying you missed. Ooh, wrong one. Hang on a minute. They said you missed your chance today since Katie said catch up. Catch up.
Okay, let me see. Wait. Block 44, 88, and 89. And they're saying, okay, I'll put it back. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, this is called the air castle variation. So evidently we've done a variation of this already. So we would have our fabrics. This one is showing 2 different fabrics here with your background. So you're going to do a square and a square, which is with your C7 and your white. And the my C7 is this. Now I want to make sure that, okay, yes, it's that color. That's the color that my C7 is. Then on the half square triangles, just to let you know, because I'm not going to dim, I'll just give you a little peek again. And I'll go back through each stage, but we do the 8 at a time to get these triangles again. So it's a variation of what block that we did before. So I like this teal color. Now I gotta find my glue pen. Okay. For these little ones, I like to use the little glue stick. This is water soluble, but you don't have to have the, I like it to stick. And then I think I got glue there. Yeah, I did that. So again, I'm going to do the diagonal. I could have drawn my line. If you need to draw your line, draw your line. I turn it around. Check this.
That bot is doing his job.
I know. It's going crazy. It's not supposed to do it that often.
What happens is I think right as you get near the end of your live, it kind of piles up.
Ah.
I think something, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how that works, because we set it for specific things, and then all of a sudden, like at the back end, when you're getting closer to the end of the live, they all start piling up on each other.
After you're on, yeah.
It's very odd. And I think it just has something to do with however long, like I think it's because of the fact that some of us run our lives longer than 2 hours.
That could be.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, so the repeat is.
So it repeats itself.
Yeah. Okay,
Which is no big deal either way, you know.
As long as everybody don't get sick of it. Right.
Well, if they have nothing
here.
You know, they can just ignore it.
Yeah. Okay, so I got my other ones out. And I'll get this.
The big thaw is happening here.
In your area.
Yeah, the lake is beginning to look like it. I think it wouldn't take. I think if we got a wind from the south, it would probably break apart. Because it looks very soft on top of the lake. I just hope kids stay the heck off of it.
Yeah, it's been too warm to be on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. How about the ice?
It has. Then it got cold there for a couple of weeks where it was below freezing, and then it looked like it froze a little bit of the top again. But now it's back to being black on top again, so I know it's going to thaw out, or it's thawing out. And it's too soft to be walking on it. Guarantee you, in about 2 weeks, the down there where the kids normally swim at will be thawed out and set free, and those kids will be in that cold water.
They swim in it?
Yes.
Crazy kids.
They're like, no, it's like no big deal to them. I'm like, oh my gosh. The lake even had time to finish thawing out, and they're out there swimming in it. They're doing the Arctic plunge at a young age.
Yeah, they sure are. Okay, let's see. I got my center done. The 8 at a time. So what they want you to do is you do the 8 at a time again. Remember that I marked it off. The red is where I'm going to end up cutting, but it also gives me, I can do a 1/4 inch away from each side of the X. So
I sure did, Denise.
What's that?
She asked me if I saw that they released Timmy the whale into the North Sea. Yep, I saw it. I was reading it today, read some more about it today. So far, he's doing okay. But I think that one of the ships, I guess, is going to track him for a while. Make sure he finds his way to the Northern Atlantic.
I'm going to take 4 of these again. This represents my C1 color out of the 8 at a time triangle. Okay, so I'll have 4 of these for the corners, and I'll have 4 of these to make the 1/4 square triangles. And we do the same thing as we did before. Let me think. I gotta think through this, make sure I get it the same way as it's supposed to be. There's one of them. And if it went that way, that's wrong.
Had you heard about him, Sherry? He got stranded in the Baltic Sea where he couldn't get out. He was stuck because the water was too shallow.
Wow.
And he'd been stuck there for a month. They're hoping he'll hook up with a bachelor pod when he gets further up here, because he's a 5-year-old male.
Okay. Let's see. I took this and I just to make sure because that I have it going the right direction. I folded this diagonally so I could audition it. Is what I say, and that works. So that means that I will sew down. Let me do this just so that you can see. They don't know how he got stranded.
They've been kind of vague about it, but I think maybe, maybe they had a king tide and he found his way into the sound, or what they called it, an estuary. That's what it was. Maybe he came in on a big tide and then the tide went out and he got stuck. And the water was too shallow for him to swim out. He was stuck there for a month.
Wow.
And he didn't die. And so the government was hem-hawing around about it for a month, wouldn't do anything. And so a private company decided to do something about it and brought in had a tugboat tow in a barge. And then some veterinarians and some other rescue people helped. And they got him dislodged from where he was stuck at long enough. He follows them right into the barge, which was pretty darn amazing.
Wow.
There was one point where I thought
he must have known since that he was in distress and they were helping.
Yeah, they were trying to help. There was one point where they were back there doing something at his tail and he kind of lifted his tail up and smacked the water. And I'm like, whoa, you better move.
It's like, don't.
He was showing a little bit of spunk,
Don't mess with me.
Because for the most part, you didn't see much movement out of him. You could tell he was, not doing well. Although you could see that he was breathing and stuff because you could see the air coming from his blowhole. He just wasn't moving much. And they got back there doing something around his tail, and he put that tail up in the water and wiped the water with it.
I wonder if they were trying to tag him.
I don't know. Or they were trying to see, because his tail looked like it got stuck kind of in mud. And maybe they were trying to get it out of the mud. I don't know. Because the aerial pictures made it look like part of his body was like stuck in muck.
Oh.
That's why, he couldn't get out.
No.
He's a very lucky whale.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was really cool of that company to hop in and do something about it.
I see what happened.
I've never seen a barge that big. That one was huge.
They tow him out, or
the barge has the center of the barge is open.
Okay.
So once they brought him in, they closed the gate. He stayed there. And then but they had like some kind of system up underneath him where, when they were taking him out to sea, he would, they could monitor him because the veterinarian worked on him for a while, I think, making sure everything was okay. And because they tried to get him to eat and he wouldn't eat when he was stuck, which I wouldn't eat either if I was stuck. But I'm sure that they fed him nutrients and stuff and got him all spunky again because he was jumping out of the water in the video a little bit. So,
okay.
But he's doing all right so far. We'll see. We'll see if they keep up with him or not.
Okay, that turned out this time. Oh, let's see. One more of these to do.
Whales are pretty resilient for most of the time. Except when they beach themselves.
Why do they do that, I wonder?
Sickness, I think. They get sick and stuff happens. Where's the rest of my pieces at? Oh, there they are.
I guess it's nature taking care of nature.
Yeah.
They know. Okay, I drew the line so I could see. Line this back up. And I'll check it before I cut it. Yep. Okay.
This looks this one that you already finished. The
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah.
It looks almost when you're before you start sewing all these triangles and stuff together, it looks almost like a friendship star when you're first putting it.
Okay, let's see what I got here. We did this, and we've done this. Now we can look up here and see the layout. So we can get these. And the white goes up here. And so the white goes to the outside. And these go this way. There we go. And now that looks like a friendship star.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you said, because we did the variation of it.
Yep.
This time. Oops, sorry. Gonna shake you guys, shaking you up there.
Shake me, baby.
So we're gonna do our sewing, and remember, when we have diagonals, we match them up, the seams, and we check them. And I like to put a pin going this way so it doesn't interfere with my seam. Oh. Didn't have that up far enough. Okay. No, leave that here. This in here doesn't, I don't have to worry about no diagonal. I just have to worry about my little X there. X marks the spot. This one, I'm going to put a pin up at the top because I want to know, I want to remember which side I'm sewing on because I turn this. And I
still here sewing.
Who is?
Joe.
Hey, Joe. Good. How did the baby shower go? She's her for her to be born yet granddaughter. They had a baby shower for her yesterday.
Cool.
Okay. These little blocks would make cute baby quilts. Well, I did the Jacob's ladder all in a baby quilt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, oh man, that's a lot of blood. Why didn't I pick one that didn't have so many pieces? All right. So I'm double checking, make sure that I did get this right.
She said it was exciting and we can't wait.
Just to see all the sweet little things. Yeah. Now it makes it hard to wait because you had baby shower and you see all the cute little baby things and that. But the good thing is they'll have enough time to get the stuff that they didn't get, or and that. So
Shonda's got a grandbaby coming too. Her first one.
really,
Yeah,
do
the
you know
baby's
what it is
due.
yet?
A little boy, and the baby's
Aw.
due in the first part of June.
Wow, it's great to be. Well, you
She's
know
gonna
that
be first time grandma.
to be a grandparent is great. It's to be a grandparent is your reward for being a parent.
Yep.
Because we know how that was. That can be very stressful at times. But
Yeah, that's about the truth.
grandkids, you spoil and you stick up for them.
And then give them back when you had enough of them.
Yeah, yeah, I know. My daughter says, I watched my grandkids when they were little while she worked and that. And she, I asked if I would, and I said, yeah. I says, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I says, I'm going to spoil them. I says, I won't go, I never went against anything that would have been what they wanted for the upbringing.
Yep.
But if I wanted to spoil them or get them something, I did. But yeah, but when it's your daughter, you're pretty much on the same page on how the upbringing's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because they used to say, Michelle is my daughter's name, she says it's the hand that rocks the cradle.
Yep.
But if they want you to watch them and be part of it, then they can and give you a little bit of free reign there.
My youngest granddaughter's going to turn 6 next month.
Aww.
And then Blaze is going to turn 10 in July.
What's his birthday again?
July the 13th.
Mine's July the 12th. And my sister.
Oh, so yours is a day before his? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and my sister, her birthday is the 13th of July.
Oh, wow.
Then I have a grandson who is the 14th of July.
All these birthdays. Wow.
Now, I think I had heard you say something about that before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring you back. Yeah, I had heard you say something about it before, and I thought, oh, that's the day before my birthday.
Can't believe it.
I have to say, this is terrible to say. I'm probably going to, the bad thing is that, as a quilter and when you're younger and you do crafts, you do them, you enjoy them. And I enjoy doing them even now. But now I think of, oh, I hope I can finish this. I have long enough to finish this.
Yep. Exactly.
It's weird that, it's like, okay, can't take me yet because I got a lot to finish and a lot to do. And I just keep on bringing in more crafts. It's like Joe, Vintage Style by Joe. Her, I haven't ever told her that, but I think she knows. We can be on the same wavelength almost at the same time with a lot of things. And because we have the same interests. that we like to do. She likes to dabble in a lot, and I did a lot of junk journaling, and so did she. So, but our tastes are very similar with each other. This is my hubby says lots of sugar for the kids and then bring them home. Oh yeah, if you want payback, that's what you do for sure. You gotta just time it right though. Okay, I'm just lining this up. Okay. I know. That's what I thought last week or something. I thought we're craft sisters. But it's nice. My dog's barking at something. It's either that she hears John must be out in the music room because she probably sees people walking or dogs
How
walking.
did last night's fun go?
Good. It was loud.
I'll bet it was, but I bet it was fun too.
Yeah. He doesn't get to do it very often there. Well, he does once a week at the other people's house. I'm just checking to make sure this thing don't flip. On Thursdays, he goes to another person's house, but
I wanted to go live bad last night, but I just couldn't do it.
yeah. Well,
I waited till like an hour before it was time, and I'm like, okay, I give up. My eyes are not going to let me do anything.
Yeah, you probably was best to listen to your body.
Because
eye strain is a true thing,
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm just matching this up.
I have blood work to do this week.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I need to look and see which day. I think it's either the 6th, the 5th, or the 7th. I don't remember which. And then I have some kind of virtual doctor's appointment too.
Do you think that's from another town?
It's with a doctor. Yeah, it's with a doctor in Newt. That's about all I know about it right now. I don't know what it is we're supposed to be talking about, but I guess I'll find out.
Well, the good thing is that they're sending you on over to.
Thru.
Okay, this.
As long as they take care of something on my list.
Yeah. Oh, my dog.
Barking?
Yeah, John isn't. He isn't in the house, and she sees another person or a dog outside.
He's going to town. I can't hear her, but I bet she is trying to say, "There's somebody out there, Mama."
And she's downstairs, and I'm upstairs, so
yeah,
it's not carrying through.
No, I don't even hear her. Yeah.
Sometimes
you notice someone else has been quiet since I gave her. Well, earlier I gave her right before the live. I gave her Paracots, and so that kept her chilled for a bit. And then when it got closer to 7:30, she started complaining, and I was like, "Yeah, you know what time it is, don't you?"
Is she doing okay though? I mean, pretty good though, huh?
She is, but she can tell I cut her back. But right now, I'm giving her lamb. This is the week for lamb.
Now, if protein doesn't hurt her, right? I mean, or what? It's the amount of protein. It's snacks, huh?
It's just, she asked me what I was feeding her, and I told her, and she's like, "That's too much meat."
Mm.
Because I was giving her a chicken leg and a chicken wing, and an egg, and then of course the big deal was the amasop, because she asked me how many pieces of amasop we were giving her. I said, I don't know, 4 or 5. She says, please don't do that anymore. Give her only one. And giving that dog only one piece of fish gets you snake eyes.
It's like, no way.
Like, really? You're only going to give me a little tiny piece of fish? Because they don't amount to anything. They're about the size. They're a little bit bigger than sardines.
Well, unless it's what is it like?
They're in the
cat
smell.
If cats have too many, I think it messes with their bladder or something.
Yeah. She's just fat.
Well,
and because she's a Dotson, she really shouldn't be looking like that.
Joe says she got a quilt top put together way.
Cool.
Yeah, we got 3 blocks. She got a quilt top. Now,
yeah, and I only got one done.
What's wrong with this picture? Yeah, but you weren't able to get your fabric cut ahead, huh?
No, that's why it's taking longer, because I had to cut fabric and I'm sewing. Well, I almost have all the pieces ready to lay out on my design board. This block's going to be a little bit on the dark side.
So it's going to the dark side, huh?
Yeah, you'll see what I mean when I'll get it laid out where you can at least see it.
Okay.
Plus, I also made my quarter squares different.
Laid them out different.
No, I made them different.
Okay.
I instead of doing it the way they had to do it, I cut triangles, half triangles out, and then, I cut squares, and then I cut some squares twice, on the diagonal, and then the other set was so I could do half triangles, and then I sewed them together like that. Because I knew what the unfinished size was going to be. All I needed to look up was what size square I needed. And then I trimmed them down, and now I sewed them together. And now I'm just getting the ears off of them. And then I'll lay them out so you can see what they look like.
Well, all I'm going to do is I got the 1/2 of the flying geese block done that I demoed. I'm going to start on the other, but I'm not going to go into the shrimping and all that, if that's okay. And then we
have to start another flying geese block.
It's the same one, actually.
Oh.
Let me see. I'll show you. The flying geese is called the Wild Goose Chase. We needed to make 2 colors. I made 1 color.
Oh, okay.
That was my demo. So I'm just I'm gonna go back over here.
Now, which way is this supposed to be?
There it is. Lay this out. I gotta, let me see. Do I have this right? Yeah. So this is my green color.
This is in serious need of pressing.
Oh, you like your iron?
I just bought the same thing as I had before.
Yeah, but when they're new, it's like always works so nice.
Yeah, it's actually working. It was the last one, and they had it marked down half price.
Wow.
So I got a good deal on that one.
Is it a small one or a regular size?
No, it's a regular size.
But you're going to look for the smaller one, huh?
Yeah, when I go to Denmark, I'm going to look for... I got this upside... Wait. No, I don't. Thought for a minute I had this upside down. Here it is. That's what it's going to look like.
Oh, how pretty. I like your colors.
Thank you.
Let me spotlight you. There. You can hold it back up. Yes, very pretty. From Orphan Blocks. Oh, Denise wanted to know what size Joe's quilt was. She made them from Orphan Blocks. Yeah, you got to show that because Katie and I have Orphan Blocks. We need to.
Yep, I have plenty of orphan blocks. I think I might have enough to make a quilt soon. Or sew them all together and put them on the back of a quilt.
Oh, my Lord, dog. Oh, first of all, if I'd sew it the right way, it goes to show that it's time to, let me see. No, I'm just doing it right. Okay. I'm sewing on each side of the line, a 1/4 inch.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, hearts.
I don't know why that looks like that. It looks wonky to me.
Which one?
These 1/4 squares look wonky. Maybe because they are. They're freaking wonky.
I've had that.
Yeah, but why? I cut everything properly.
Maybe it's like
See,
saying,
that is totally wonky.
which one is that? What is that?
That's the 1/4 square.
You don't have two color. Well, there no.
No, because this is the background, and they flipped the background, so it looks wider at the top.
It looked okay on camera.
It's definitely not okay. It's like crooked, like I chopped off the top of the angle or something. Oh, great. That should not have happened.
How did your other ones? What
I
happened?
don't know. I'm fixing to check them, but I need to see what happened here. Maybe
The
it
other
happened
ones
when
may be fine.
maybe it happened when I trimmed it down. Let me see if it was off a little bit or something. Because it's supposed to be 2.5. Yeah, it looks like I did. Oh my God.
Did you trim it short?
I did. I'm going to have to make a new one. Dadgummit.
I know I've done that.
Let me press it and see if it might just because I noticed a couple of these had like a crease line on them, and maybe that's something to do with it. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, that can take up.
Let me press it and see what happens.
Okay, sewed on both sides of this.
Right. This one isn't anyway. Dang.
Denise wants to know what block you're working on.
Block number 43. No. Yeah, 43. It's just this one that's off.
Just one. Can you?
And I think maybe I could put, well, I don't know. I might have to just make a whole new block. Because I don't think there's no way of fixing it. It looks like I clipped it or something.
Aw. If it's just the 8th or something, will it work? Will it fit in?
No, but I already have, I still have some leftover pieces of these triangles. Good thing, huh?
That way you don't have to do the whole thing, do you?
No. Well, no, I don't think so. Let's see, I should have another bigger triangle left over here somewhere.
Let's see. I'll be watching for the video.
I usually don't make that kind of mistake.
Yeah, but you might be.
But my eyes are, yeah, and my
tired.
Yeah, and my eyes are bugging me, so maybe that's something to do with it.
Yeah.
And I'm working with dark colors.
We can stop anytime that you want.
No, I'm fine. I'm going to fix this one or the other. I'm not giving up on it. That ain't going to happen. I'll just have to rectify the problem. And this can be put in my scrap pile. All right.
Okay, let's see.
Is it when you have thread in your hair?
When you have what?
Thread in your hair.
Oh. Depends. It means that you've been sewing a lot. You're getting into your work. Is it when you have thread in your hair? I'll be watching the video. Okay. Now we'll be doing many of these flying geese, so throughout, for a little while anyhow, that the book's having us do them.
It looks like there's either 6 or 7 blocks, I think. So at least it's not as many as the square and a square one.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, there was a lot of those.
And the triangle one. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I'm like so over half square triangles because I was doing half square triangles on something else too. Like, we got too many half square triangles going on right now.
I know. I felt like, okay, over and over. 4 times, 8 at a time.
Over and over.
I guess that's the way that they figured that you're learning it, huh? Repetitiveness.
I remember when I had to do 480 half square triangles. I'm like, I'm so tired of half square triangles. But I was really tired of I think I got really tired of 4-patch blocks way sooner because there was the same amount of those too. Joe says, Mint, it is bad when you have thread in your hair, been sewing all day. Oh, got you.
All right, let's see.
Now let's see if I can do this straight like it was supposed to be. Denise says that means you're really into what you're doing, Joe.
I know. That's putting your head into it. You know, getting your head into your project, you know. Oh, happy, no problem. That's yeah. That's good that you will rewatch the part that you need to. That's what it's for. And you can you know, fast forward it through certain parts too if you need to. Okay, let's see. And next week we'll be doing more, like we said, more flying geese. So we'll go back through this process again. I'm just showing you what's up.
Okay, now let's get these things sewn together. I've been watching Criminal Minds for the last 2 days.
I liked that show.
I do too. It's on Disney Channel. All 17 episodes or all 17 seasons. So I've been binge watching. mostly listening to it while I keep my eyes shut because of my
I've
eyes,
done that. I've
because of
fallen.
my eyes hurting, you know. Like I just listen.
I fall asleep to something
Yep.
all the time.
Because if I listen to music, I'll be bebopping on the bed before long.
Music stimulates.
Yeah, it makes me want to get up and bounce on, bounce around and dance and sing, So I'm like, that's not getting any sleep. Because then I'll want to crank it up.
You think you'll be able to sleep good tonight?
Probably because I'm tired. I can feel the tiredness.
That's good though, that you're going to be able to.
I ate a late lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. Around 3 o'clock I ate.
With these burgos, I just nest the seams.
Yep.
Yeah, Nora's been very quiet.
Yep.
My dog's making up for it.
Hey, someone's got to make up for it. She has been very quiet. She'll make up for it later, though. So we were laying on the bed, right, before I got it to start, be ready for the live.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is running my finger around on her belly, right? And every time I stop, she'd turn her head and look at me, and then you could show her teeth and bark at me like, "Why are you stopping?"
That's spoiled little dog.
He is just a spoiled little turd. Totally spoiled.
That's funny.
Just the same Nico, if he stopped petting her.
They can talk to you. They know how to communicate. Yeah. Animals do.
She definitely does. It's like, don't stop petting me or I'm going to be grumpy. Get all grumpy about it, She is a hilarious dog. I tell you what, she definitely has a personality.
That's why we have them.
Linda. She says, just got back from Costco run and relaxing now. Got everything put away. That's a job.
I gotta look at this because I may have to change my. You make sure that they're lining up good.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna open them up first.
Happy says, thank you for taking us through the blocks.
No.
And I think you already read that, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. I've done it tonight too. I did you read something and then it's like, oh, there's something new. Okay, this one I'm gonna probably fix a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Do I? Okay. Well, let's see, my seams aren't exactly matching this way. But
we might get this one finished before you finish yours, but I'm not holding my breath. You're a fast sewer.
What is it? No, on this one I didn't. I had some of it prepped. So that that helps me Let me see. I'm going to put this over here. And clean up my space here a little bit.
Well, I'm about to get it where I can at least start sewing the rows together now. One more piece and we'll be able to start sewing the rows together.
I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll just show them my block.
Yeah, go ahead. Fine, geese. Oh, those are great colors you used.
Oops. Let me see. Can I get? Wait, I'll show one at a time. There's this one.
Wow.
That's the
Oh,
first one we
great.
did. I think this is the second. No, it's very muted, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's this shabby chic.
Ah,
No,
that's cute. That's pretty.
look at that with the blue. I liked this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, my seams to here don't match, but I fix that.
That looks good. Those are nice colors.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, we got to do the one. Oh, at least we get to change the directions of the other ones next time. So block 46, 47, 48, 49, 46, 47, 48, 49, if we can get it. Okay.
Oh, this one I'm not going to have open.
Okay. We've got, next time we will be, I can either go back if they want me to on this wild goose, or else we can go to Return of the Swallow, blocks 46 through 49. If we can get through them, because of the flying geese, you know, it takes time. I'll do some prep work again, but then there's one block left called the Gentleman's Fancy Variation. And after we do that, then
it's going to be curves and
piecing with templates.
And templates.
So we'll cover that next time on. Yep. And they show the different things. But, you know, the first one isn't curves as much as it is. I had to write notes on some of these.
It's too bad that some of them weren't FPPs because they would work better as an FPP.
I know.
Than using templates.
Like the square dance.
Yeah, I would rather do it as an FPP.
Yeah. I don't know how to get it. Well, I guess we're going to learn angles for sure, which I've been doing those like crazy. Let me see. I'll show you. Let me see. I got to pick a good block first. I got to pick. Okay, this one's not bad. Okay. I'm not sure what I did with my. Oh, here it is. This is.
Uh-oh.
It's a chair.
You getting in a fight over there?
Yeah. Hey, look at this flying geese. Looks like those flying geese. This is a pattern that work in progress UFO. I cut up most of it. And boy, I tell you what, the fabric is right down to the nitty gritty. If I needed any more of any. So I used all of it. And this is older. but this is the ribbon quilt. This is the one you got to do the center first.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the center block, and I got half of the center done.
Hey, that's
It's going to have to go on the design wall.
better than nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm showing you wrong.
That looks really cool.
See how it's supposed to look like ribbon?
Mm-hmm.
Different color. These are batiks.
I can see that. Nice purples.
It's all purples. And so the other half of the center will be like this, but mirror image of each other. But then I'm going to have to put it on the design wall because you've got to build out from the center.
Oh.
And it's one of those that gives you a lot of instruction.
Hi, Raven.
Oh.
Raven says hi to you and me. And
Hi,
then,
Raven.
and then Denise says, that's pretty.
If the sun wasn't shining through, you could see the ribbon effect more. The sun's kind of peeking through the window here.
Look good to me.
Let's see. Oops. Hey, I lost us. We're here. I just gotta find us. There I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it.
Thanks, Denise. Okay. You want to show them the blocks you got?
Yeah. Well, I can show the two.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, you're doing pretty good then.
I'm still working on the third one.
Yeah, but that's good because you didn't have anything pre-cut or decided.
No, I didn't.
So you moving right along, girl.
Yep, trying to. You're a hard person to keep up with, though. Just saying.
I have to wait all week to start.
My slow self can't keep up.
I like these blocks that we just did, though.
I'll show it in a minute. Let me get this. I'm sewing the first horizontal together now, and I just have one more horizontal.
Okay.
And then this here block will be done.
No problem. So practice, you guys, this flying geese. Get your templates ready if you want, like not for the curved one, but let's see, does it call for any? We won't be doing it next week, but yeah, I've done this one, like the sun ray. I've done it, but not with a template, But I guess we do what they say. You can use cardboard if you want.
Yay, this one looks okay. Now let's get the bottom half put on here. And then I can go press it and show it to you.
Okay.
Always got to make sure that, well, dadgummit. Got to be careful I don't put this on the wrong side. I did that the other day. I sewed the whole last piece on the wrong darn side. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, Sherry, are you there?
I am. I got you.
Like, what are you doing? You're giving me some more of my medicine? This is all the times you forget about me being on spot. Oh my gosh. I'm getting there though. Give me a hot minute.
That's okay. I'm just gonna clean up my area here a little
Somebody's going to be breaking out the violin in a minute.
bit. Get my pieces together for
I
my
was trying to learn how to play a violin, and then somebody stole my violin out of my house.
No, my dad could play. Well, he played. It's the same thing, but the fiddle, like country. Yeah, he was good. He did good. He could play banjo, everything like that. He was main instrument was still guitar for him.
I was getting where I wasn't making it screech, and then someone went and stole it.
What was it from school?
No, this was after my husband died. I bought a violin.
Oh,
Taking lessons from someone, and then I couldn't afford to pay for the lessons anymore, so I was just practicing at home. And
they stole it.
One day I came home and it had disappeared.
It's like, I don't want to listen to this anymore.
And it wasn't even an expensive violin. My goodness. I think I paid like, I don't know, a couple $100 for the darn thing.
Funny. Funny, but not funny.
Okay, they must have wanted it worse than I had needed it, I guess. Or they needed it worse than I did.
Yeah.
I needed something to,
Yeah.
Keep my mind busy when I wasn't outside doing stuff with the horses. A new skill. Let's learn something new.
Did your kids like to ride?
Yes. The only one that Thomas was the only one that he didn't mind. He liked being around him, but he didn't want to get on him half the time. I think he only ever rode once or twice, and that was it. I bet
he
you
was
Blaze.
little, though. He was younger.
Yeah. I bet Blaze would get on one though, no problem. I think he's pretty darn fearless. He seemed to like Shotgun a lot because Shotgun was so quiet. The only time Shotgun was full of energy is when you'd get him in the chute. And then it was like, all business. Let's run, Mom. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. I hate it going in the chute because that's where you can literally feel the energy up underneath the saddle when you're in the chute.
Oh.
The horse is collecting himself.
You did barrel racing in that?
Yeah, barrel racing, pole bending, and let's see, it was arena race, pole bending, Texas weave, and the barrel race, or 3 barrel racing. Yeah, I raced in Columbia County every Saturday, and then sometimes the weather would, pretty much take us out. And so I looked to see if it was raining in Union County, and if it wasn't, I drove all the way to Union County to go race. Ooh, I just hit that. Because I just didn't want to stay at home. Had that empty nest syndrome going on.
Yeah. Yeah, if your kids are gone and raised,
It was weird when Kristen went off to boot camp. The whole house got quiet.
Was she a talker, huh?
It was just too quiet. I'm like, she was the one that she was always bringing. Well, they all brought friends home, but Kristen more so than the rest of them. She was always bringing someone home. Ooh, this is. Let me press this so you can see it. But I really didn't mind her bringing her friends home. Keeps the kids happy, All right. Now the block is finished. Ta-da! I could put them all on a big board so you can see all of them at once. Hang on a minute. Because we did 3 tonight, right? Hold on a second. We did 2 or 3 tonight. Hello? Did I lose her?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
You know what I did? I took my camera off stage, and that's the one that is mic'd.
Oh, okay. It's like, wait a minute, where'd she go?
Happy says she loves it.
We did 2 tonight. 2 and then the geese, or 3?
Yeah,
and
we
then...
did 3 and then the geese.
Okay. So hang on. So hold on a minute. Oh, those are my borders. I hope everybody started working on their borders,
Yeah.
or that one border anyway that's going to take forever to do.
Marathon sewing almost done.
Yeah.
That's what Joe says.
Oh, I was about to say, where the heck did it go? I've been putting these in. Okay, let me see how these are supposed to be. So we did. Wait a minute. We did 41, or did we do 42 tonight?
I think 41. 40,
Okay.
41,
42 and 43.
4 or yeah.
41, 42, 43.
And 44 is was the first flying geese.
44 is the one that looks like a card trick.
Well, shoot. Let me see.
And we haven't done that one. Or
No.
you might have done that one, and I did.
Yeah. Hey, it's off my list. No.
Did you do the card trick one or no?
Yeah, we did do card trick.
Okay, so that's the one I hadn't done. So I only did 2 tonight.
Yeah, but we didn't do card trick tonight.
Okay, all right, then you're right. So let me see what that was ahead of the.
What was it? We did.
So we did 42, 43.
Yes.
We didn't do,
44.
so you did do 44.
Yeah.
I haven't done 44 yet.
Okay. Okay.
The one that has the card trick on it. So these are the only 2 I did tonight. So here, I'll show them to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty. I love that color switch that you're doing with it.
So we're going to have cool and hot colors all throughout this quilt.
I know. It's going to be beautiful.
I could put, hang on a minute. Let me do something real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. We can I'll show all of them at once so you can see the color variation. Since we're doing the square and the square one.
Hey, you guys want to see my pretty, I'll show you. In a second, I'm going to take you off here a second.
Okay.
You want to see my chandelier? I'm moving this. Oh, let's see. Close your eyes, people. Oh, you can't see it very well, can you? See my little chandelier?
Yep. Oh, that's cute.
Let me see. That's it's a Lowe's chandelier. And then I took curtains that was shears and different colors. So I got a pair.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's entertaining. That's all I got to say. So you guys, I've been
That's
on too long
cool.
tonight, haven't I? Showing my spotlighting my chandelier. Oh wow! Let me put you on. Wow.
That is going to look really cool when I get it all on the thing, huh?
Yes. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You
Yours
need to
is
take a
wonderful
picture
too.
and put it. You need to post
Yeah,
that.
I need to post all the pictures. I want to make a short where you can just like flip through them like a page, kind of like, you know what I
That's
mean?
a good idea.
I just haven't figured out how to do it.
That's
They all fell off. They just fell off.
How I flip through? Oh, I think that you can do like CapCut or something. It's free. It's video editing, and you can go into their media, and a lot of them's free, and they'll have like pictures or something that is like flipping through pictures or flipping through a book.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do is make a short that does that, where you can just flip through the blocks, you know?
They
Like
say,
a book.
oh, thanks, Joe. Thanks, you guys, for all. Good for you, Happy.
Thank you, everyone.
Here with us.
Yeah.
Watch for Katy this week. Did you have any extra other than your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? Do you have any extra?
Yeah, I have a
week.
premiere podcast. I think is scheduled for tomorrow.
Ooh.
Let me look.
Okay.
It's either tomorrow or Tuesday. Let me look.
Okay.
I'm thinking it was tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
Happy's gonna.
It's gonna be Happy.
That will be good.
Yeah, Monday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time will be the premiere podcast of Happy, and then Wednesday is paid members live, and then it's my regular stuff for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay, so everyone watch on the premiere at 4:30 tomorrow.
And Happy's going to sew with me on Friday the 8th.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
I wrote it down, so I have it. It's going to be a Post-it note right there.
You can take me off premiere, please. I mean, Spotlight.
Well, everyone, and Katy.
Yeah, y'all are going to enjoy Happy. She was fun. It was a lot of fun.
She's sweet.
She's very sweet. Y'all will enjoy her because we really had a great time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that interview, that podcast. So, yeah. Well, everyone, good night. We'll see you. Get a rest. Enjoy this week.
Yep.
Okay. Good night, Katy.
Good night, Cherry. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for helping me and being part of this with me.
Yep, anytime. We're what do you think we're about halfway through? Or that was 4. Yeah, we're getting 50, close to halfway. Yeah,
50 makes halfway.
Yeah, when we hit that 50 mark, we'll be halfway.
Yep, it's all downhill from there.
In so many ways. We're gonna see who gives up first.
I know. Good night.
Oh my gosh.